Alright, so how's it going, everybody? Long time no see. I know lots went on. We haven't been around here for a little bit. Welcome to Civil War Empire here on Forgebreaker. Like I said, it's been a little while. Want to reassure you guys, we're going to continue to play these games, but we've had some issues with people having illnesses and not being able to be available for the games. So because of that, we've kind of had to put things to the side and everything like that, but we are going to continue. We're going to keep putting out games. We're going to continue to do our thing here, and we hope you're going to join us for it. So starting off, first things first, Linda Connor and Tasty Chocolate Dragon, thank you guys for the follow while we were away during our downtime. I apologize again for not having a stream to fill your screen while you guys were following us. Also, don't forget, if you don't already, up in that corner, I believe, yeah, up there, you can click the little follow icon, or if you're so inclined to do so, you can also subscribe for free with Twitch Prime if you have that. Otherwise, we're just thankful to have you guys around. Next week, let's see, actually this week, we are doing, we're trying the Streamlabs OBS thing, trying to see if it's going to be worth using in the future. I know there's some things that aren't integrated right now, so unfortunately our D&D Beyond screens that we normally show during combat, those aren't going to be showing up this week. I just wanted to get a feel for this to see if it's going to be something I would enjoy. So hopefully if it continues and it works out, you know, maybe they'll get the fix in and then we'll be able to come back to this system, because I really do like the layout of it. Civil War Alliance, they will do back-to-back weeks this weekend and next weekend, 7:30 Eastern on Saturday, both games. Hope to see you there for that. And lastly, our next Empire game is going to be on the 21st. I'm going to check. Yep, chat's kind of quiet here. I'm going to go ahead and drop us into chat. Is everybody ready over here?
Yep, all set.
Alright. Alright, let me get some music from MusicBot. Alright. So that gets us here. Alright. Last we left off, our adventurers, after speaking with King Stormholm, opted to make a quick check around the keep to see if anybody had seen the woman that Avalana had saw in her dreams a few nights prior. They kind of made their way through the keep, went to the Temple of the Gods to check and see if her drawing may lead to the whereabouts of this lady. The clergy quickly jumped in and mentioned that the picture looked an awful lot like Eleonora Maester, which had previously traveled from their location at the keep to False Harbor. The party learned, obviously, while they were speaking to the king, that Eleonora was a friend of the family or friend of the royal family, and was a theologist within the empire. So the party kind of gathered their belongings, headed with Kai to False Harbor, where they found not only that Eleonora was not around, but she had gone missing, along with her son and husband. Immediately looking for answers, they went to the magistrate at Town Hall. His name was Luthard Gamwich, who was kind of dealing with his own problems. A lot of cultists have kind of overtaken the village, and our adventurers were there kind of at the right time to save him from potential attacks from these cultists. They headed towards the back of a mansion, looking to kind of sneak inside if they could. Vormash's vision led them into an open cave, and down into a sewer where once again his vision kind of reminded him of something that, you know, looked like this dead body that they found in this sewer tunnel here. They decided to take the signet ring off of him for later identification. And then as they continued on, Slavomir's curiosity has gotten the better of him, and leading them down a hall with a group of 3 chests, the first of which yielded nothing. And now, Slavomir, you have chosen to take your greatsword and lift open the lid of the second chest. So let's see what happens. Gotta move you over, hold on. Little banner didn't want to move with me. A lot of tabs here. Alright, so you are here. Alright. So Slavomir, you are using your sword, correct? To lift the lid of this?
Yeah, I'm thinking more of a prying motion.
Okay. Let me open this. Alright, so you kind of stick the tip of the sword in, you kind of pry it a little bit. At first it doesn't want to give, and then you hear kind of like a popping sound, and the chest finally yields. And at the bottom of the chest you find 3 jugs of ale, along with 20 gold pieces. Though, by the look of it, you have no idea how long any of this has been sitting in here.
Oh, very good. Drink. Let me pop open one of those bottles and give it a sniff.
Okay. You go ahead and open it. It smells like it's probably been sitting there for probably a couple years. It's almost like nobody even wants to touch it. It smells pretty bad.
All right. Let me take a small swig and then put the rest in my bag.
Alrighty.
And I will save it for later. And on to the next box.
All right.
I believe in you.
So, kind of take the sword. Same thing. You take the tip of the sword and you kind of pry it into the middle. And as soon as you do, you hear a bit of a growl. And you watch as teeth start to form. And this wonderful little beast decides to yield its ugly head. Looks like it went to the wrong layer here. There we go.
Oh no!
I
Smash!
need everybody to roll initiative, please. Hey Ruckus, thanks for being here. Alright, and I'm going to... Oh, Belvedere's here. Not in Discord yet. Alright, I'll go ahead and roll for him. Alright. And of course, he's the first one.
Oh man.
Oh no!
There he is. There he is. You with us there, Spoon?
Hello.
There you are. Can you hear
Yeah,
us? Alright.
Yep. Sorry if I touched late. I meant like maybe like 5-ish minutes, but then
Yep.
it took another 5 minutes just to boot Discord.
No worries. Alright, so Slavomir found a few jugs of ale and then moved on to the next chest, which yielded a mimic. You rolled first, or you got the highest number in the roll with a 17. What would you like to do?
So he just disconnected from the room.
Oh no. I got you.
All right, so I'm first. All right.
Yep.
I'm trying to open my character sheet. I'm going to attack it.
Alrighty.
So I should be able to get within range of it, yes.
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, you could stop like right here if you wanted to and be well within range of it. If you're doing
Perfect.
melee anyways, yep.
Long sword attack.
Alright, unfortunately, a 10 does not hit. So you come around with your longsword, swing, kind of swings wide, just trying to rush to get into position. It's not fast enough, and doesn't, or your aim's not right in place and just kind of swings to the side of it.
All the while yelling, "This is why you don't open things randomly."
I am who I am.
To be fair, he got 2 out of 3 right.
Alright, anything else?
Oh, nah, that's it. I was half thinking I might cast Spiritual Weapon, but I want to save my spell slots because I have a whole whopping 2 out of 3 left.
Hey, me too.
Alright. Yeah, so we'll move on. The Mimic's turn now. Being right here by Slavomir, thinking he's gonna just go ahead and take a bite at him. Does a 9 hit? What is
It
this?
does
Does he have double? Hold on. He does not. Okay. So yeah, he comes in for the bite, and obviously he isn't nearly good enough to try to hit you. So this Mimic is going to think about what he just did and move on. Evelana, what are you doing?
Do I hear what's going on?
Give me a perception check. Unfortunately, no, because they haven't really made a lot of noise and nobody's really gotten hit yet. You're not hearing, you would normally hear like an echo or something, but you're not hearing anything here.
Well then, I'll turn my attention to the door, which I know is unlocked, so I'm going to open it a little bit and peek inside to see what the room is.
Okay, so you open it just a little bit here, and you see that there is a stairway up ahead.
Alright, I'll open the door fully, and that'll be my turn, I guess.
Alright, so you open the door, and up ahead you see a stairway, goes about 20 feet or so forward, and then it makes a turn to the left. You at the end, or over to the left as it goes around that corner, you kind of see some daylight up ahead. So you're starting to think, or nightlight, because it would be in the evening time here, late evening. You're seeing a little bit of glimmer of light.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Alright, Vormash, being close enough to see all of this, what are you gonna do?
Gonna move up to here, and I'm gonna throw a fireball at it.
Alright. Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit, so you come around the corner, just trying to get into position, and you're trying to see over this smaller chest right here, and as you throw this firebolt, goes up and over, but it's just a little too high to hit the mimic that's hiding behind it. Unfortunately does not hit. Anything else?
I want to yell really loudly to see if Albiana can hear us. We've run into a bit of a snag here.
All right. So warning Avalana around the corner that something is going on. She is now aware of that something is going on in this corner. So she'll be able to make a quick turn and come back to you guys. Slavomir, you are up.
And that was with a reckless attack, too.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and kind of like everybody else here that's trying to make an attack, you're coming around with the great sword. It's almost like you're a little intimidated by this chest that grew teeth. And you come around with your great sword and you swipe down at it, and unfortunately it's just not anywhere close enough to hit it. Kind of, like I said, a little intimidated by it at first. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
All
Great
right.
roll.
Great rolls today, guys. Belvedere, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to take another swing at it with my long sword.
Alrighty. Yep, 14 hits. Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's it for my turn.
That's it. Alright, so yeah, you kind of...
Actually, I will say, like, I was like, I really, really hate mimics.
So yeah, you come around this, now that you've kind of stabilized yourself a little bit, you come around and make a quick jab at it with your sword, doing a nice amount of damage, but you could tell this mimic is ready to go and it wants more, and because you hit it, it is now going to come after you. And he is also going to, well, maybe, hold on, let me see. It is actually going to hit you with a pseudopod here. Unfortunately, a 10 is not going to hit you, so it goes for the pseudopod attack, and as it does so, you're able to kind of take your sword after just making contact with it and kind of bat it away, keep it from hitting you, and fortunately not taking any damage from this thing. Avalana, you are now aware that the party sees a mimic or something around the corner here.
Alright, so I'm going to...
She would have heard me yell about the mimic. She didn't know that.
Yep.
Sorry.
No worries. What you got, Avalana? Moving over a little closer, alright.
And I think I'll cast... I'll do Vicious...
Alright, and what are you going to say to this ugly mimic here?
I will tell it that it is so ugly that it makes kids cry.
So ugly it makes kids cry, and it's a wisdom save, and this does not save. So this mimic, I don't even know if mimics have ears, but somehow you've gotten into the mind of this thing and kind of bothered it a little bit by saying that it makes kids cry. All right, anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Alright. Give me a second, guys. Gotta make a change here. It's fine, actually. Alright, Vormash, you are up.
Gonna try the firebolt again.
Do that firebolt thing. Just like the last one, you let this firebolt off and it's just not on target. Kind of goes to the back side of it and does no damage to it.
That's fine. I'm gonna curse to myself and end my turn.
Alright, Slavomir. A lot of people are missing here. Your turn to step
Reckless
up.
attack.
Oh, yeah, you definitely hit that thing.
Makes up for my turn.
Give me that big damage. Go ahead and click where it's... Yeah. What is your damage? So no, it would be more than that. It would be 9 plus 12. Yeah. Because you rolled, your first roll would have been the 9. And then your extra, because we do double damage. So you get maximum of whatever your base damage is. So 9 plus 12. So you're going to do 21 damage to this. Wow.
Also, I have Savage Attack. When I score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, I can roll one of my weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit.
Also, I'm going to send you a thing to fix that too. Because I have it on my other character, and it will automatically do it too.
Oh, that'd be super convenient.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that roll, though.
So that's 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6. Alright, so you get an additional 2 points of damage off of that. Alright. You would get... You re-roll, or do you get an additional?
I get an additional.
Okay. That's different. Okay. Yep, I got you. So yeah, you come in and kind of angry that this thing caught you off guard the first time. You just bring the hammer down and just drop this great sword across the top of this mimic. And you see, as you hit it, it kind of caves in a little bit, and it almost looks like it's kind of broken in half, having trouble kind of opening the jaw of it, but it's taken a lot of damage from this hit.
I hate when they pick on children. Yeah, and that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right, Belvedere, you are up.
I'm not in same here, buddy. We're going to take another long sword attack.
All right. Oh yeah. Go ahead and give me that damage. 2 in a row. All right, and you are currently not using... Yeah, you're using it one-handed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you'll get +1 to that. So you'll get 13 damage. Wow. All right, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, so kind of inspired by Slavomir's big hit as he comes around with his great sword, you kind of do the same thing, and you kind of rear back with your long sword. As you come around, you kind of gash it right across the mouth and the tongue. You see as it kind of cuts off the far end of the tongue, and this thing is now kind of bleeding everywhere, and it's not looking very good. However, it is its turn, and it is now going to once again try to bite at Belvedere this time. And crit fails, which is awesome. But it's a mimic trying to bite, so basically it's not going to do anything. It's just going to snap at you and kind of rear its teeth and kind of, you know, show that it's angry, but not going to do anything. Avalana, you are up. Which instantly reminded me I need to get my crit fail table up here. Yeah, he bites his own tongue after having part of it sliced off. Avalana?
I'm going to stay where I am, but I am going to throw one of my daggers at him.
Alrighty. A 7, unfortunately, is not going to hit. So you go to throw this, and it kind of goes right over the top of it. You were trying to aim for where you thought the top was, but after Slavomir's hit across the top, it kind of squished it down a little bit. Just kind of skims right off the top and doesn't do anything to it.
All right, and then I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration on Slavomir.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right, Slavomir, you now have bardic inspiration that you can use at any time. Vormash, you still have yours as well.
Yeah, I know. It's just the other rolls were just too low.
Yep. All right, it is your turn.
Yep. Firebolt once more. Third time's a charm.
Hey, third time is a charm. That hits.
Oh, sweet. All right.
For 7 damage. All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
So yeah, you cast this firebolt at it, and it makes solid impact. Does a considerable amount of damage. It's barely alive at this point. Kind of snapping and snarling at everybody that's surrounded it. It's not very happy with its current situation. Slavomir, you are up. All right, a 13 is going to hit.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead and tell me how you killed your first mimic of the campaign. Notice I said first.
Ooh.
I don't approve.
After I smash down on it, I come back around. I see that it bites his tongue, and I just stick my greatsword in its mouth.
All right, so you jab this greatsword right into the center of this this mimic, who's kind of left its mouth open a little bit, and kind of falls to the ground. And as it falls, kind of slips right off of your greatsword. And as it does, from within the chest cavity of this mimic, out spills a strange-looking magical item. I believe it's... Let's see. Let me get a description here. Hold on. I want to describe this properly. It's about a foot long. It looks like a stick or a pole. But you can tell it is a magical item, and kind of rolls out from the center of this, along with 50 gold and 100 silver.
Ooh, fancy.
What is this that is coming off of it? And it is very small.
That's gold, my friend.
No, I mean the stick.
I know. I just I don't know. Let me examine it. Maybe I can figure it out.
Perhaps.
You can give me an Arcana check if you want, or you can give me an Identify. Use Identify.
The Arcana will have to do.
Arcana would have to be pretty high, though. Just so you know. I will let you do Arcana checks to see, but it has to be pretty high to succeed.
Oh, how about that?
That's pretty high. I will give it to you. So as you're examining this thing, let me send this to you. That is what you have collected. Should be in your loot items.
Got it. I can't. It's not showing anything.
You hit the drop down for loot under player handouts.
Yeah.
One sec.
Well, do you know what it is?
Yes. Give me 1 sec. I gotta really think about this.
Wait, you're sure it's not in your journal? Because it
No,
says
I mean,
that it's there.
I got it. I can click on it, but I can't. It's just blank when I click on it.
Oh. Hold on. Let's do this. Now you can see it. Reopen the file or the notepad. All right. So that's that.
Sorry, I was pushing the wrong button. It appears that this pole can extend itself to almost any length with just one word of command.
And as he kind of describes this, he lets everybody know it's has the similar purpose of a 10-foot pole, only for traveling purposes, it's a foot long, so you can condense it down, put it in your pack or on your hip, and then when you need to pull it out and attack or touch something to see if it's a trap or something's alive, it will now show up for, or will now extend out to the length you need it to be. And I'll share this with everybody now.
Does anyone here have use for a 10-foot pole?
Everyone has use of a 10-foot pole.
Well, Slavomir, why don't you hold on to it since you're the one who killed the mimic?
I don't know about this magic toy, but okay.
Yeah, you know. There you go. Hand it over to him.
Right.
As I say, you can use it to poke the chest before you open them instead of just running in willy-nilly.
This is true.
So that way the next time we encounter a mimic, it won't lessen the chance you'll get immediately eaten by it.
Well, now that we've survived this encounter, why don't we continue onward?
The other way, I found a door that leads to a staircase that I think leads outside.
Lead the way.
Outside. Also, what was the other stuff we found in the other chests?
Three jugs of ale, and I think it was 20 gold. I can't remember. I'll have to check.
It was like 20 gold and 100 silver.
No, in the other chest.
Oh, in the other chest, yeah.
It wasn't a lot. I think it was just 20 gold. The chest, or the mimic, had 50 gold in it.
So we have 50 gold and 100 silver, or 70 gold and 100 silver total?
Yep, that's correct. Alright. So, Avalana is outside waiting on the party to join her.
I'll just collect the gold and put it in my notes for now, total, so we can divvy it up at the end of the run or whatever.
Alright. How are you guys proceeding?
I'm gonna stay in the back of the group.
Okay.
I'm going to charge forward, obviously.
Charge forward.
Well, let's not just charge through a place we have no idea where. You know, this place could be crawling with cultists, for all we know.
Can I?
Oh, I hope it is.
You can charge forward if you want. I will let you.
Can I make like a look first to see what's out there before we go?
You, from where you stand, give me a perception check. Yeah, so from where you're standing at, as you're looking out, you are now seeing the inside of what looks to be a very large building, almost like a courtyard, kind of between outer walls and where a building would be.
Do I see, like, people, other cultists are walking around?
You do not see cultists, but you do see what look to be guards, kind of posted up on the corners as you're kind of, if you look up and over the wall, it looks like that there are guards kind of scattered around throughout.
All right, so I turn to the group. Ahead is a courtyard, and it looks like there's guards on the walls.
Does it look like they need to die?
I don't know if it's wise for us to try to kill everyone we find.
It'd be better for us to be discreet at this point.
I agree.
Alerting the whole place to our presence.
That's why we're all wearing our disguises at the moment. But we don't know if these guards are with the cultists or not. But from what the man told us, that this place is occupied by cultists, so it's probably safe to assume that they're in leagues with them.
All right, so you guys, what are you gonna do to proceed?
All right, here's what I'm thinking. I can turn one of us invisible just in case these guards aren't with the cultists. So at least one of us can cruise around for at least an hour is how long the spell lasts. Does anyone have any other suggestions, any other options?
I believe that we should sneak. Perhaps under the parapet?
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, I agree. Sneaking would be the better option.
All right, if you guys are going to sneak your way out of the tunnel here, I'm gonna need a stealth roll from everybody that's doing so. If you are wearing heavy armor, it will be at disadvantage.
Just one sec. I go to Belvedere and I go, I can turn you invisible if you don't feel up to the task for this.
It's just that sneaking's never been my forte.
Well, the invisibility would help you with your stuff, wouldn't it?
So what will that gain me, like, advantage on a roll or something, or will to counteract my disadvantage, I guess?
I will say, well, yeah, for this, I'll say that if he uses a spell slot to make you invisible, it will counteract your disadvantage at stealth.
So what do you say? You want me to do it?
It's up to you if you're willing to sacrifice the spell slot, because we do need to conserve our abilities.
I'm not sure it's gonna matter. I rolled pretty bad.
Well, technically we don't know that necessarily yet, but...
Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna place my hand upon Belvedere, and I'm gonna cast invisibility, turn him invisible.
Alright, so as you're doing so, you say the right spell phrase to turn him invisible, and as he does so, kind of the party's preparing to go up the stairs. I will need the stealth roll from both you, Vormash, and Belvedere, though.
Here we go.
Do or die. Maybe that's not the right word to say. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with this. All right.
Oh, no.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So as your eyes once again meet the moonlight up ahead, the party finds itself within the outer walls of the mansion. Pathway you have entered from must have been used as a secret path to bring people in and out of the mansion that the owners didn't want the public to see coming through the front gate. By the look of the small patch of mud directly in front of you, it's been used a lot here recently. The courtyard isn't very large, with a handful of bushes and trees scattered throughout. From the top of the outer walls, 4 guards stand, 1 at each corner, and 2 scouts standing directly at the front gate, watching as anybody attempts to enter. Attempting to confront these guards would obviously not be a good situation here. As you reach the top of the stairs, you hear a crash at the gate directly ahead, as if the gate kind of closed back behind you. And you watch as a cultist comes rushing through and immediately starts running from the front gate, heading directly towards the front door here, and quickly grabs at the doorknob and is trying to force his way in, and then suddenly disappears inside. How would you like to proceed?
Maybe they didn't see us.
It's
I'd like to see if we're being looked at in particular by anybody.
Give me a perception check.
I'll also try and make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hide in this bush.
Nope.
20.
Belvedere doesn't see anything except for the white walls of the inside of this courtyard. Vormash, on the other hand, you're looking around, and the only thing you've noticed is that the 2 scouts over by the front gate here, they're kind of carrying on a conversation to themselves and just discussing this this cultist that came rushing through. But other than that, nobody has noticed you.
Okay. Noticing the glowing cultist amulet that I put on myself, I realize this might draw more attention to us, so I want to take it off and put it back in my pack.
Okay.
So do I just do that, or do I...
Yeah, you can do that. You guys aren't in combat or anything, so.
All right, so I just take it out, put it in my scholar's pack, and I want to just join Slavomir in the bush.
All right. So the courtyard, as I mentioned, it has a couple of trees, a few bushes. There are a couple of these little half walls, about 2.5 foot in height. You could probably jump over them if you wanted to, or if you wanted to try to remain stealthy, you could try to sneak around the top side of it and kind of go around, like closer to the wall of the building to get to the front door over here.
I'm gonna walk up behind Slavomir and Vorash and just remind them both that you guys do have disguises on, so even if you're not necessarily being completely hidden, like, don't assume that you're the goat's up just yet if you get seen.
And Slavomir, once you go past this point, I will need another stealth check from you.
You can do it.
Maybe.
Is everybody following him?
I'm gonna try and go through this direction, just so it doesn't. So we don't seem too much like a group. We're just random cultists.
So where are the? Oh, go ahead.
I'm staying hidden in a bush.
Hidden in the bush.
What, like, besides the door we came out of, and like, there's those 2, like, wherever that cultist you said ran to and from, like, they ran from what, the north to the south?
From the south to the north. He came through the gates down here, and was running towards the front door here.
Okay.
So he was heading inside of the mansion itself.
Alrighty.
I say we go in, but not all at once. We go in like one at a time.
I can follow behind someone else's because I'm invisible right now. As long as
That's true. You're invisible for the next hour, so you're fine.
In fact, if you want me to try, I can go off on my own and see if I can't scout out some other places too.
So, and as a reminder, you guys, as you mentioned, you are in cultist garb. So if you're going in here and you're going to try to act natural, you're going to have to give deception checks for each one of you as you are approached by one of the cultists.
All right. Did Slavomir already enter?
No, he is hiding around the corner at this point.
So, just a question: how silly do I look? Like, is this garb big enough for me? Do I look like a grown-up, or does it look like I stole my little brother's clothes?
What are you, 7 foot?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's close. I mean, most of these people are under 6 foot tall, so you're probably pushing it as far as looking as if this garb is meant for you.
No, I'm not that smart anyway.
They're not like all specifically like human or anything, are they? They're a variety of races.
They're mostly human, but yes, there are some of other races and stuff like that. But for the majority, they are human.
All right, it was nice knowing you. I'm gonna be the first one to enter and get a good view of the place.
I'm gonna follow behind Warmash.
Are you trying to enter the gate quietly and stealthily?
By stealth, like, I don't want to seem like I'm sneaking around. I want to just walk in like I belong here, but not so much as I stick out in the crowd.
So here's the thing: you stealth to the point where Belvedere is currently standing. None of these guards are aware of your presence. If you just randomly run up to a door and open the door, just being normal, might tip them off. Just saying.
You know what? I'm gonna take that risk. I'm gonna make that stealth check.
All right. Belvedere, Avalana, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow behind Warmash.
13. Okay. Does that help me?
We'll see. Belvedere.
Yes.
Same thing. You gonna stealth in? Try to remain a little quiet to get into the doors?
Yeah, I want to like make as little noise as possible, being in my clay fucking chainmail.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Avalana, what are you doing?
I am waiting to see what happens before I make my move.
Okay. As of this point, the guards have not noticed you. Should you open the door, they are going to notice you.
Okay. Looks like we might need to find another way in.
Hey, is this like a wall?
Yeah, so you're up against a wall that probably extends, I'd say it's about 25 feet up to the top cliff. So the blue up here is about 25 feet up above you. And that extends all the way around.
Weird question. Can I sneak back to where we entered and sneak in and then re-exit out and pretend, but act like I'm a cultist, just exiting?
Sure, you could do that.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go and walk to the other side of this courtyard to see what's over there.
You do that. I'm gonna stay right here, just with my hand on the door, not moving.
For every 20 feet that you move, Belvedere, you will need to give me another stealth roll to stay incognito.
What's the command that tells me how far I move? And I forgot.
The shift. So if you are space key. So if you press or click and hold, and then hit the space bar, and then move, it will show you how far your movements are for each click. So here, I'll show you. So if you click and hold onto your token, and then you hit spacebar, and then you move, every time that you move, it'll show you what that distance is going to be. If you're not wanting to do it that way, you can use the little thing that looks like a comb or a
the ruler.
Yeah.
I'll move at least the
measure out.
20 feet just so I can get a view of what's over on the other side there.
Okay.
There-ish. Oh, there it is.
All right.
Which looks like a whole lot of nothing, I guess. Or...
Okay. Avalana, as you were coming out of this tunnel, kind of just walking out, the guards are looking around, and because you're wearing cultist garb, they pay no mind to you.
Cool. I'm just gonna walk and go to the door, and I'm gonna stroll right on in. I'm gonna open the door a bit wide, you know, kind of be like one of those things where you're just like, you know, kind of let the door swing a bit, you know?
And the rest of the party is just watching.
Oh, after you.
Oh.
I guess I'll move back to... I'll try to get in position so that I can possibly sneak
That was
there
awesome.
and weasel my way in when she swings open the door.
All right. So everybody's going in the door that Avalana just basically walked up and kicked open because nobody cares that she's there.
Exactly. Sneak in
Alright.
as the door opens.
All right. Give me a second. Here we go. Here we go. Nope. There we go. So, party quickly moves inside of the large doors that were closing off the inside of the mansion to the courtyard. And you stop, take a short breath, and close the doors behind you. And you look ahead. Plush red carpeting runs through from the doorway to the middle of the hall. The smell of burning embers pours in from the 6 lanterns that light your path. In the middle of the road, or in the middle of the room, the carpet disconnects, and another area of the same type of carpeting lies ahead, where 2 columns sit, one on either side of the room. There are 3 doors, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and in the back of the room, 3 sets of stairs that go up to the top where you can assume would be a throne room, with 3 cultists sitting at the back and a single knight standing in the middle of the room, all of which are very much alerted to your presence. If you are going to deceive these individuals, I will need a deception check from all of you.
Oh, except me, because I'm invisible.
Except you, because you're invisible.
Which is kind of ironic in this case, because I'm probably one of the more qualified ones to roll this with my charisma.
You were right about that.
All right.
Hello, cultists. We are cultists.
1 second.
Oh, hello.
Hello there, fellow cultists. What
I
a
would
fine
be-
day to be a cultist.
Hola, me
I'm
habla
in front of
español.
everyone, right? Because I entered in first.
Yes. All right. As you entered, trying to portray that you're cultist, the knight here in the middle turns and looks at you. Kind of gives you this really weird look like, what the hell do you think you're doing? looks back to the guys over his shoulders and says, "Men, attack!"
Whoa,
Give me
whoa.
an initiative roll.
So do they know that I'm not one
They-
of them?
The knight rolled an 18.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah. Don't forget to click on your token before you roll, or else your roll doesn't go through. I'll edit yours, Slavomir, so just re-roll it. Click on your token and re-roll.
Did that work?
Yep. All right. With that, Slavomir, not being caught off guard whatsoever by these guys, came prepared and quickly pulls out his great sword and gets ready for combat.
Okay, so I may not be cultist, but I rage.
All right. So you rage, step up in front of the large knight in the middle of the room. What you doing?
I hit him with a reckless attack.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. All right. So you come around with your great sword, immediately just ready to go, come charging in, slash right across his chest, does a considerable amount of damage to him, kind of flinches back a little bit, angered that you kind of charged right at him, and he's ready to go after you. Anything else?
Nope, so I have my ancestral protectors.
Yep.
And the drums begin.
The drums begin. All right. With that, the cultists up here to the northeast, seeing that you have quickly rushed in, you're just anxious for an attack or for a fight. He's going to take his dagger and just going to launch it right at you. And unfortunately is going to go wide to your right. So he takes the dagger, and as he throws it at you, it's almost like he threw it where you were instead of where you were going to be, and it went right behind you and just kind of skipped off and landed back over in here. Avalana, you were up.
Yeah, by the way, just so you know, because I reckless attack, like, everybody has advantage on me.
Yep. It wouldn't have mattered.
Cool.
Yeah. I know.
I am going to move, and then I am going to... Ooh. I will use Tasha's Hideous Laughter on that cultist that just threw the dagger.
All right, so the one right here?
Yes.
All right. All right, so what do we need here? Wisdom saving throw. So what is your spell DC? Is it 13?
Yes.
13, okay. One sec. Oh, and it does not save. So what happens here? Target succeeds or fall prone, becoming incapped until and unable to stand up. So it is now prone. So it is. Let's find the right thing for prone here. Right here. There we go. He is now prone. And the end of each turn. And does he take damage? I don't think he takes damage, does he? No, because he's just laughing.
Nope.
So he just falls to the ground, and is laughing uncontrollably. His buddies over here to his right are just kind of looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Belvedere, you're up.
Alright, so Webby rolls run straight ahead for 30 feet to get right next to Slavomir. So, I mean, there's that torch that is technically in the way. Was that, like, hinder my movement that much?
So, I mean, it would set you on fire. You'd have to give me a dex save to not get on fire. But what you could do is you could go here, 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 like that.
That'll work, okay.
Yep.
That's what I was wondering.
That'll give you your 30-foot of movement and put you right in front of it.
Perfect. And does being invisible give me any sort of attack advantage?
Yeah, I'll say because he's already engaged with Slavomir and he's not paying attention, it's not going to cost you, or not going to cause you to stealth to get up to him. So yeah, go ahead and give me an advantage roll on that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Didn't even matter. Go ahead and give me that damage. Sweet, sweet damage. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Alrighty. Give me a second. Actually,
Wait, never mind. That does never. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's a level 2 spell. My bad.
Oh yes. Yep.
Never mind. I got nothing then.
All right. So I come around the corner quickly, jumping in here to get a sneak attack on him, landing a nice shot. Just kind of, again, you're kind of rushing in, so you just kind of jab forward with your long sword. It makes contact. You can tell this guy's wearing some pretty tough armor, though, so it didn't do as much damage as you would have liked. But yeah, he's otherwise still standing. The cultist in the back, right back here. Let's see, what does he want to do? He's actually gonna stand back here and gonna say a couple of words himself and make a couple of motions and just gonna stand and perform a mage armor to kind of boost his defenses against you guys. And then similarly, the one in the middle is also going to do the same thing, trying to protect himself against your guys' future attacks. Vormash, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna run up here. And I kind of gonna move up to here. And that dagger that cultist drew is around here, right?
Yeah, it would be on the ground. Yeah, somewhere close to there. Like, probably right in the front side here, or the side of this little fire pit.
Alright. I'm gonna point at the dagger, and I'm gonna cast Catapult, and I'm gonna fling it to the knight that Slavomir and Belvedere are fighting.
Okay. Dex save. Let's see what he does. Unfortunately, he saves. So that means he's going to take no damage from it. So as this dagger is being flung towards him, he kind of sees as it kind of lifts up and it kind of catches his eye. Maybe the glimmer from the fire beside it catches his eye, and as it kind of comes right towards him, he's able to kind of sidestep it a little bit and keep from getting hit by it. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. With that, let's see. Make sure. Doesn't say. All right. So on his for his first attack, he's actually going to turn and attack Slavomir here with his greatsword. Does a 12 hit?
No, sir.
All right. So as he comes around with his greatsword, trying to hit you, you're able to kind of sidestep it, kind of knowing what he's going to do, familiar with your own greatsword and how long it's going to take to connect. In the meantime, he's going to cast an ability for the rest of his party that is going to inspire them to perform a little better. Slavomir, you're up.
Reckless attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I smash.
Smash. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
And actually, this knight is unable to cast that ability yet. He has to actually wait. So, I take back what he said about that. But yeah, you come around with your great sword. After parrying his attack, come around, nice gash across the chest. You see that it kind of cuts right into the chain mail armor that he's wearing and leaves a nice little gash. Nice little spot for you to attack next time. The cultist up here. Avalana, what is the requirement? Beginning of it, at the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom save. So it can't do anything right now, but it is going to make a wisdom save. And, oh, it is going to get out of it. Rolled a 19. So it breaks out of the laughter and is able to come to its feet, but unable to do anything else at this point. With that being said, it is your turn.
I'm going to go up to that cultist, and I'm going to hit him with my dagger.
Okay. 12 hits. Nice.
And that's it for my turn.
All right, so you see him kind of come to his feet after this laughing fit, and you come up and trying to take advantage of it and quickly jab the dagger into his side. And you watch as he kind of grabs it as his left side here and looks at you, all, kind of confused that he's been laughing and now he's being stabbed in the side for some reason. But other than that, he's still up and going. Belvedere, you're up.
How's the knight guy looking?
He's okay. He's not great. He's seen better days, but he's okay.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get around and flank him from the opposite side of Slavomir.
Okay.
And I'll attack him again with a long sword strike.
All right. Ooh, go ahead and give me the D100 roll. $85. All right. So you kind of come around, dive in between these two, and as you come around with your long sword, and you kind of slash at him, it almost kind of makes you lose track of where you are. You're kind of confused. It's going to put you at the bottom of the turn order for next round.
Oof.
Yeah. Anything else?
Oh, that'll be it.
All right. With that, the cultist up here is going to make a mad dash and going to try to get a little closer to Belvedere here, and is going to take a jab at him with his dagger. Does an 11 hit?
Heck no.
It's Vormosh, I'm sorry.
My bad.
Oh, for me, 11?
Yep.
It would, except I use Arcane Deflection to add 2 points to my AC, so it misses.
All right. And actually, why is this not locking? Did none of these maps have the grid lock? I don't think the grid lock's working. Okay, there we go. So yeah, okay. So you use Arcane Deflection, and as he comes around with the dagger, kind of just magically misses and goes to the side, and he's looking around a little confused as to why his dagger didn't just land when he thought he was going to hit. And with that, the other cultist up here, seeing Belvedere is kind of a little dazed and confused here, is also going to make a dagger attack. And is going to roll extremely low, so he's going to jab at Belvedere, who kind of a little dizzy, off kilter here, and as he tries to jab at him, isn't able to actually connect with anything, and kind of nothing else for him to do at this point. Vormosh, your turn.
Alright, since that cult just walked up to me, I'm gonna grab him and cast Burning Hands.
Alright. Dex save.
Actually, grab him. Ouch.
Let's see. He rolled a 12, so he saves, but takes half damage, so 4.
Yeah, I got 2 1s on that roll there.
Yeah, it's rough.
I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. With that, the knight back here, our face between Belvedere and Slavomir, is going to turn this time to Belvedere and take 2 swipes at him with the great sword. Man, these rolls are terrible tonight. Does an 8 or a 13 hit?
Double nope.
Double nope. So he comes around. Didn't really focus himself before coming around, and as he turns around, he kind of wildly swipes, feeling a little closed in by you guys because everybody's kind of, you know, bunched around him. Swipes wildly, but doesn't do anything. Kind of misses. You're able to dodge out of the way of the second one for no damage.
Yeah, he's got a disadvantage on those anyway.
Yep. All right. Slavomir, you're up. Oh yeah, 21's gonna hit. Nice. All right, so you come around again, making solid contact with the great sword. You hit him, go for that same spot that you know is good, where the armor's already chinked. And you make solid contact, and you watch as he kind of stumbles back, taking the shot right to the shoulder. And as he braces himself and kind of stands forward, he now has focused his entire attention back to you, and will be attacking you in the next round. The cultist beside Avalana, after being stabbed with the dagger, is now going to do his attempt at hitting Avalana. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Same thing. He's going to take that dagger and just going to jab right at you, just like you did to him. And as he lands, he's going to kind of grin at you and be like, haha, I kind of knew I was going to hit you. Does 3 damage, though.
All right.
With that, it is your turn, though.
I will.
Oh, yep, 17 is going to hit. All right, and with that, you quickly jump in here and retaliate with your own dagger attack. And as you come in, you land a nice solid hit, and it lands right in his throat. And you watch as he kind of grabs at your dagger and falls to the ground dead directly in front of you.
I'm gonna laugh, and then that's my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move closer to this cultist.
The one in the back? All right.
Yeah, then that's my turn.
All right. Belvedere. Oh, nope. You are at the bottom of the turn order for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The other cultist, the one here by Vormash, he is going to do the same thing that he's been doing, the tried and true dagger attack. Does a 17 or 16 hit?
Yes, it does. Can't do anything.
All right, so he comes around after missing his first attack because of the magical protection that you cast upon yourself. Lands solidly in your shoulder, doing 5 damage. The other cultist, still standing here with Belvedere directly in front of him, is also going to go for a dagger attack. Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
All right, so he comes in with the dagger and swipes at you, but your armor is just thick enough that it kind of bounces right off of your shoulder plate and does no damage to you.
I should have been saying, cultist, please.
Vormash, you are up.
All right. I'm going to hit him with a firebolt.
Hit him with that firebolt. 17 hits.
Yeah!
Yeah. So you cast firebolt. It hits, but it just grazes off of his shoulder. Does nothing really to him. He kind of looks at you like, really? What was that?
I go, shut up, I'm having an off day.
That's like the hem of his cloak and like Knight's brief. He's like, hey, hey, hey.
Anything else?
No.
All right. The knight here in the middle is now, because his attention is now focused on Slavomir, he is going to take 2 great sword attacks, and he gets advantage on these because you were reckless on last. Is that correct?
Correct.
Does
I think
does an 11 or a 25 hit?
So the 25's gonna hit.
The 25 was a crit. So it's going to hit you as he comes around for the first one. He swings down and you're able to sidestep it, but you kind of sidestep it right in his favor. And as he comes back around with the second one, it kind of cleaves you right in the side, doing 16 damage.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Actually, I should probably be more than that.
This
It
rating doesn't
would be
matter.
more because it would be double for crit. Because he rolled a crit fail on that. So that would be 22. Ouch.
Takes half damage because he's raging, right?
He's not raging.
What's that with raging?
I am raging.
Oh yeah, you did rage at the beginning, didn't you? Yes, you
Technically,
did.
wouldn't he doesn't he have disadvantage on attacks from the Ancestral Guardians? So like, wouldn't that
No,
like,
not
cancel
for me.
each other?
It's the opposite. It
Yeah.
only has disadvantage for you guys.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it would still do 22 damage, but yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot of damage.
But I am resistant to slash.
So 22. So yeah, you take 11 damage on that because you are raging. So that's always a good thing. Belvedere, it is now your turn. You are at the bottom of the turn order for this round.
Alright. Does the knight look bloodied at all yet, or not so much?
Oh yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
Alright, I'm gonna take a long sword attack after I see him strike my buddy Slavomir, snaps me back in my senses, and I'm like, oh no, sir. Guided strike.
All right, so with guided strike, you are able to land that shot on this knight. Anything else?
Can I posthumously use a divine smite on this mofo?
Sure, if you want to use a spell slot to cast divine smite, you can do that. All right, that is better.
There we go.
So as you land this shot, kind of praying to Tyr that you're gonna hit, and Tyr grants your wish, and as you land the shot, You feel as though the radiant energy from the sword kind of emanates right through, and as it jabs into the back of this knight, you watch as he drops to the ground, unmoving, kind of crumples back, like the sword is like jabbed through his spine, so he's like kind of, you know, his back's arched as he falls to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That cultist is dead. Avalana, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to get to this cultist, and I'm going to stab him with my dagger.
Stabby, stabby. Oh, give me a second. Clicked off of the page here.
Also, you skipped my turn.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's alright.
Oh, yeah.
I will hold my action.
I'm sorry. Hold on. 17 hits. Sorry, I had to reload the entire page here. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Slavomir, you are up. Sorry about that. All right, move up beside this other cultist. Oh yeah, you're giving him what for? All right.
Also, I forgot, since I'm raging, it's +2.
He's dead. You split this guy right down the side, like you chopped his left arm off, and he just kind of, the blood squirts everywhere, and he's just like, and then falls over.
And the drums beat louder.
The drums beat louder. Belvedere, you're up.
I'm gonna, after seeing Vermash have a little bit of issue with this other guy down here, I'm gonna pull my sword out of the knight and go take a hack at this last standing cultist.
Alrighty. Yeah, 15's gonna hit. Come on, come on. Come on. Yeah. So you come in, charge right in to come and save Vormash. And as you charge in, you jab this the longsword right through it. Goes kind of through the side and out through the stomach. And Vormash kind of watches as the blood starts to gurgle from the mouth of this cultist, and he falls dead in front of him.
I'll whip my sword off on his robes.
I warmed him up for you.
I warmed him up for you.
I'll wink.
All right.
Thanks.
With that, combat is ended. What do you guys
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
How long did that take?
That was...
And the
8
reason I
rounds?
ask is I only have a minute of rage left, and if I'm still raging, well, I'm not thinking straight, so I'm just running through. I'm just keep going up and running straight up. But if I'm not raging, then I guess I can come to my senses.
I mean, it's technically been 8 rounds, so it's close to a minute. You're looking at maybe another 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds will do.
I'm gonna walk while he's doing that. I'm gonna walk up to the knight and just search him.
Okay.
I'm gonna search the dude that I just finished killing.
Yep. So the cultists don't really have anything on them, but the knight has a pouch of like these yellow and like blue specked gems. Has 7 of them in him, and it's worth about 20 gold each.
I take one, put it in my pocket, and I hand Belvedere the rest of them. It's like, you guys killed basically all of them. You can split the rest amongst yourselves.
Oh, no, I'll just take the pouch for now. And so how many gems total in that?
7. For
Were
20
each?
gold each.
Cool. 7 is left, or 7 total. Because we actually took one of them, so.
Yeah, it was just 7 total in that pouch.
Okay, so 6 left at 20 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what should we do about these bodies?
I don't know. I ran into the next room.
I was seeing that Slavomir was running ahead, and I was following him to try to stop him.
Okay. So Avalana is also joining him?
Sorry,
Maybe-
guys. I gotta make this rage count.
No, that's fine. Maybe we shouldn't go with them, just in case they run into anybody. So at least we have the chance to at least look around here.
Perhaps, but we also don't want to like get too split up and then get overwhelmed.
That's true. So, is there anywhere else we can go? Like,
Yeah,
you know
there were 3 doors in that room, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. The remaining members of the party who ran forward, you have walked into a massive throne room with 6 large pillars holding up 40-foot tall arched ceiling. 3 sets of stairs, 1 to the left and right and 1 up the middle, lead to the top level of the room. The floor is made of stone, and until you get a little closer or up the stairs here, where it turns to a very fancy tile, marble tile. As you enter, that cultist that you saw in the courtyard, you see as he's running through, he's up directly ahead, and he's running up towards the end of the room, and you hear as he says, "Gamwich sends word. Terrace is coming. We must secure the cleric at once."
First things first, is this the throne room for my vision?
It is.
And have they noticed us yet?
Not yet.
I was going to, if they had noticed us, yell "Stop, imposter!" because Slavomir was charging ahead to try to keep me in cover, like deception them.
Yeah, so you would have to give a deception roll against a lot of people to do that.
Yeah, I don't see the map at all.
Is it all black? Go all the way to the bottom left corner of the map. This part of the map is very
There
big.
it is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm, I don't know how many 10 seconds of rage, so however long
It would have
will run me
taken
through.
it would have taken you 10 seconds to run up the stairs to get into this room.
Well, now I guess I start breathing heavily, and I'm like, whew, what am I?
I'm gonna quickly do a deception check. I mean, deceive, like, just start acting like I belong.
Okay. And what are you doing to try to deceive them?
I'm gonna totally be like, I'm totally gonna out Slavomir and be like, this guy is an imposter.
Oh no, I guess I'm not stealthing then.
She is going to ruin your stealth plans.
But wait, oh.
Dang!
Not only do they believe that you're a cultist, they are like, "Oh, what can we do to help? Here, quick, quick!" And 2 guards from around the corner quickly run over and wish to aid you to get rid of this imposter and take him to the prisons.
I tell him that I tell them that we should all take him to the prison. Like to take him to the prison cells.
Just as long as they don't come back the way we came.
They're coming back the way you came.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean,
do I hear footsteps? Do I hear them?
They are coming down the stairs and making their way to you.
I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, you are invisible. Slavomir and
can I
Avalana.
attack them if they're doing this?
Sure. You can attack them. All they're doing is helping Avalana escort you down the stairs.
Well, before
Belvedere,
I hear
what are you
them
doing?
coming,
Yeah, you will
I'm
hear
gonna-
them coming down the stairs.
I'm gonna go make a break for. Good adventurers go left, so for the door to the left.
Okay. So you're rushing over to the door to the left. What are you doing? Trying to go in the door?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that door is locked.
Oh no.
So I have a chance to go for the door just up the stairs, right there, just above them.
There would not be enough time for you to get up the stairs and go for that door, as the cultists have entered the room with Slavomir and Avalana. Although they are, so that is a stairway up. So for them to see you, they have to look over a banister that is blocking their view, so they can't currently see you from where you are standing.
So I guess I'm trying to look at my terrible, terrible stealth and see if I can stay out of it visual range.
Can he roll with advantage since I'm about to attack them? So I'm being unruly.
Who are you trying to get to roll with advantage?
Can Belvedere, or I guess instead of advantage, can he roll without disadvantage since I'm trying to...
They are not actively
preoccupy
looking.
them?
They're not actively looking for him right now. They are currently occupied with you and helping Avalana escort you to the prisons, or to the dungeon, I should say.
Okay.
I want to follow them as if I'm invisible.
Ugh.
Oh. So you kind of swing back, try to get a shot on the cultist directly behind you, and as you swing back, cultist kind of moves out of the way and like grabs onto your arm with the other one, and both of them kind of hold on to you and just start shoving you down the stairs, kind of making their way over towards this door with you guys.
I follow.
Oh, Bardic Inspiration. Can I pull one of those off?
I'll give it to you. Go ahead and do it.
It's a D6, right?
Yeah, 1d6.
Ugh.
Still
Oh,
not
10
enough,
hit?
though. No.
Well, that was a waste.
Yeah. Not enough. So your inspiration is gone. You have missed your attack, and the cultists are pushing you along over here, bringing you guys to the doorway here. The lead cultist here grabs onto his key ring and is obviously a little disgruntled at the fact that you just swiped at his buddy, and opens the door here leading into a hallway in the back.
Am I restrained currently?
You're currently restrained, yes.
Okay.
You guys make your way into the hallway.
I'm following them as they're doing this.
All right. Yeah, because you are currently
Invisible.
Yep. And they make their way around the corner. One sec here.
Just out of curiosity, what is the guy? Is that night guy's robes that we killed? Like are different than like?
Yeah, he was more of a like a guardian type person. Like he's just wearing more common robes, kind of similar to your armor, versus the cultists that have their own specific garb. So you kind of make your way around the back here. The cultists in the back quickly unlock the door here in the middle, and open this large double door here, and step out of the way and kind of look at these cultists and say, "Hey, what do you got?" And the lead one looks at him and says, "We got an imposter. Thought he could kill one of our men and take his armor." And they kind of laugh with each other and, you know, start talking about how, you know, the city is pretty much theirs anyways. They're just kind of, you know, joking and laughing about how, you know, they have full control of this. They're not worried. And they lead you guys downstairs.
Laugh all you want. This will be your last time.
No, it would not be in good condition. And it would be the same as what you would have anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess while I'm here, I want to check that other door to see where that goes.
Okay. Actually, let me try this. Are you staying behind, Belvedere?
Yeah, actually, I should follow, but I'm going to follow behind at a distance to remain inconspicuous.
Okay. I need... Oh, I didn't grab his token. Hold on. Making me do work. All right. So you guys come down the stairs. Let me pull up the description here for you. Yeah, so you come down the stairs. The only thing really in this room are the two torches setting in the corners. They quickly come around, trying to rush you guys back down to the basement. And are you now joining them, Belvedere?
Yeah, I'll come up from behind. And
Okay.
Casual.
Unfortunately for you, you're coming around the corner to two cultists that are guarding the stairwell here at the top. So you can fight them if you so choose. Yeah, we'll take one here in just a minute. Is that what you're wanting to do? I mean, you're pretty much gonna have to at this point. Yeah, you're gonna have their attention. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Our party is down here. I'm just refocusing for the stream. We are going to take a 5-minute break, come back, and we are going to have Belvedere taking on two cultists, and the rest of our party is downstairs heading towards the dungeon. So we'll be back in just a second.
Cool, thanks.
Right. Yep.
All right, we're almost ready to come back here. I'm frantically trying to figure out how we're gonna pull this one off. This is gonna be something. Yeah, this is definitely something. Fuck, dude. The two of you, just so you know, the two of you were walking into a death trap at that point by yourselves. Had she not pulled that off, you were probably gonna die.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's a case scenario right there.
This is literally the best thing that could possibly happen.
We're gonna have a long talk after this about Slavomir just running off and doing shit.
Oh man. I kind of
sorry guys. That was
just,
literally my last raid.
Yeah, I kind of just left Belvedere, just turned invisible, said bye.
You did. You just left him behind.
I
was basically like, I was gonna be like, all right, how are we gonna do? I turned for me. I was just like, son of a bitch.
It's just a cloud of dust.
Okay. Is everybody here?
Here.
Bailey, you there?
Yes.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have everybody roll initiative. Because shit's about to go down for everybody. Click on your character before you roll initiative.
By chance I get a
that
free action beforehand since I
Well, you rolled better.
Whichever one you want.
Initiative above 10, yes.
What was that, Belvedere?
I was asking, by chance I get a free action to go since I was about to do something before we had the break.
Yeah, I will give you a surprise round because of how you said you were approaching these guys. I will give you that surprise round.
I can't see the tokens.
They're to your right. Wherever you last were on that page, go right. So it should be the bottom right corner of the screen.
Yeah, this map is huge.
This map is very huge. Once you get to the bottom right corner, start scrolling up and you'll see a little rectangular room, like right here. Did it move your camera when I pinged the screen there?
I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision, so all I can see is this room.
It's okay, I do have dark vision and all I can see is this room.
Hold on. Gotta find it. Okay. Cultist upstairs. Okay, so since I'm going to start with Belvedere. Belvedere, you had an action you were going to perform before we went to break. So we're going to have you go ahead and do that. I'll give you a surprise round for this one attack.
Okay. I was going to walk up to him as casually as possible to get right by him as soon as one of them's like, hey, wait a second. Then get attacked.
Alright, so you kind of casually walk up, almost like tap the one to the right here on the shoulder. And as you do, you quickly come in with the longsword attack. And which one are you attacking?
It'll be the one on the right first.
All right.
God damn it.
I'll
I get advantage for a surprise?
I'll give you advantage because they were kind of preoccupied. I'll give it to you for this one.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
8 damage.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it for my surprise round.
All right. And because we're still up here, that same cultist is going to turn and attack you now that you have hit him and come in with the dagger. So you came in with your long sword and got a nice little shot against him, doing considerable damage. It kind of caught him off guard, and as he kind of recoils a bit, he quickly grabs at his hip and pulls out his dagger and slashes at you across the chest. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
All right, so 14 misses. With that, the other cultist, I'm not going to do anything yet. Slavomir, what are you doing?
Am I still restrained?
You can force yourself out. You can give me a strength check if you would like to do that. Okay. Let's see. Yep, and you beat his strength save, so you are able to break free of him holding on to you. At which point, they are now turning to you guys and are ready to attack. What would you like to do? I will let it stay your turn right now. Oh, yeah.
I attack.
Which one are you hitting?
Actually, the one perpendicular to me.
Okay, so the one over here?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. So you quickly, as you break out of this grapple hold that they had onto you, because they were just kind of grabbing onto your arm at that point, just kind of pulling you around because you weren't fighting them after they grappled you the first time. You're able to break out, and as you do, you quickly grab for your greatsword and come around and just immediately drop this guy. I mean, it took nothing to bring him down, and he falls, crumples to the ground dead.
I told you that would be your last laugh. And that's it?
Yeah, rip right off the bat. Vormash, what are you doing?
Well, no one in this room even knows I'm here, not even my companion, so I'm just going to stand here and do nothing. It's just going to end my turn.
Okay. Belvedere, it is now your turn in the regular turn order.
Ooh, so I'm gonna go after the dude that I hit. Tried to slash my head. They're gonna make really a cultist. I guess it's all the same. Cultist, please. Goodness gracious me.
Man, those rolls. Yeah, so you come around with the great sword, and unfortunately it does not hit. As you come around with the swipe and kind of try to bring it down on him, he's able to quickly dodge out of the way. Just a little more agile than you think he is. Anything else?
No, not for the time being.
No? Alright. Avalana, you're up.
Alright, so are we just... So one of the... I guess I'll attack the other guy with my dagger.
Okay. Yeah, 17's gonna hit. Alright, so now feeling deceived by you because he believed that you were one of them, you come in with the dagger and jab him right in his stomach, and he kind of grabs and tries to knock your dagger away as you stab at him, and it looks at you and is like, I can't believe we were helping you. And that ends his turn. Or ends your turn, I'm guessing. With that, it is his turn, though, and he is going to come at you with the dagger now, Avalana. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
All right, so he comes in and frustrated and angry that you deceived him. He quickly reaches at his dagger and comes across real quick, gets a swipe across your arm as you're kind of pulling away, doing 3 damage. And the cultist up top, he's also going this turn. This guy here, Belvedere, he is going to turn to you. Same thing as his buddy and come in with the dagger attack. Does a 23 hit?
Oh shit, that actually hits. My armor class is 19.
All right, so he comes in, brings the dagger in and jabs it right through one of the little chain links of your chest piece. And as it does, it pierces in and does 6 piercing damage to you.
Ouch.
Yeah,
I grin at him. I'm like, about time one of you hit.
Yeah, it was a crit roll, so it was pretty good damage. The cultist up here that you had attacked the first time, it is now his turn, and he is going to now attack you with the dagger. An 8 is not going to hit, though, so as he comes around, he's going to do the same. Try to follow up with what his buddy was doing, and as he jabs forward, you're able to kind of sidestep it and not be in the path of where this cultist was aiming for, taking no damage from it. Slavomir, it is back to you, big guy.
Oof.
Oh, go ahead and give me that D100. Let's see what happens here. A 30. A 30. All right. So, as you come around with the greatsword, you bring the greatsword down. The cultist kind of sidesteps and takes his palm and kind of smacks your greatsword away. And it kind of intimidates you a little bit, and you're shocked, and you kind of take a step back. Your next attack against him will be at disadvantage because you now fear that he might be superior in combat.
Oh no.
Oh no. Vormash, you are up.
Sit back and enjoy the show. End my turn.
Belvedere, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to take another swing at the same guy I hit before to get him taken care of.
Alright.
Oh, come on!
Oh man.
Boo hiss! Boo hiss!
Give me that D100. We've already had this one. You've actually already had this one. Let's see. No, this is different. Okay. So yeah, you come in, you go for your great sword or your long sword attack, and as you come in, kind of miss. For whatever reason, it kind of glances off of him, and it makes you panic. And you are now surprised until the end of your next turn. So he will now have advantage on you when he attacks, or when both of them attack. Avalana, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to. I'll do vicious mockery.
Okay.
And I'll make fun of his ugly sister.
His ugly sister. Alright, so this is a save. Wisdom save. So he saves against it. So as you talk about his ugly sister, he kind of looks at you and laughs and he says, "I'll have you know my sister is the prettiest girl in the city." does nothing to him.
Okay.
Anything else?
If I move, he'll get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, so that's the end of my turn.
All right. Cultist upstairs. Back with Belvedere. And this switching between scenes is tough. All right, so the one over here to the left, he is going to take a swipe again with his dagger at Belvedere. Does a 10 hit.
No, sir.
All right, so he comes around with the dagger, and as he swipes towards you, kind of similar to... Actually, it would be with advantage, because you're surprised. But even a 16 will not hit, correct?
No, sir.
Same thing. So as he swipes in with the dagger, you kind of knock it out of the way. While you're surprised, you're not caught so far off guard that he's able to actually land the attack against you. I'm also going to do the other one that's up here as well, since all three of these cultists are together. And he is going to also make a dagger attack against you. Rolls a 12 for both. So as he comes in, same thing, trying to get a swipe at you. Just kind of misses to the side, not able to actually land anything through your armor. It's going to do nothing to you. Downstairs.
What's that?
This cultist down here is going to, instead of turn his attention to Slavomir, is going to now try to get Avalana. Does a 20 hit. Avalana.
I will do the same thing again.
No, so this cultist was attacking you.
Oh, sorry.
20, does it 20 hit?
Oh, of course it does.
Yeah, it hits. All right, so he jabs in, and it goes right through the cultist garb, and gives you a nice little poke in your shoulder for 2 damage.
All right.
Don't worry, these guys don't hit very hard, thankfully. Slavomir, you gonna finish this guy off?
Well, so right now I'm at disadvantage. If I reckless attack, can I offset
Counterbalance that? Yep. I'll counterbalance it, sure. Just give me a
17.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17's still gonna hit.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. You immediately just cleave this guy, same as the other guy. As you come down, you bring the sword down on him. It just slashes right through his garb. There's no resistance. It pours right through, and the tip of the blade hits the ground as you come to a stop.
Never hit my friends.
Okay. I'm going to remove you guys from the turn order for now. Only because Belvedere is really the only one going to be in combat right now, unless you guys are doing anything specific that I should know about.
I can wait.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Belvedere, you are up.
Alright, take another swing with my sword.
Swing at him. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit. So, just similar to your previous attack, as you come around, you go to jab in towards this guy with the long sword, and he's able to kind of glances off of him, and he kind of quickly moves, but it just kind of nicks the corner of his shoulder, but doesn't really do anything to him. Now both of the cultists are going to do their attack thing. Does a 10 or a 19 hit?
10 doesn't, 19 will just barely.
Yeah, so which one was it? The one that actually you just swung at comes back around with his dagger, and as he swipes towards you, he makes a nice little attack. It is able to kind of go right up your arm and kind of gashes up the side of your right arm for 5 piercing damage. With that, it is now your turn.
Really about to have enough of you two, and I'll take another attack.
Okay. Man, those rolls. Yeah, same thing. So you just keep swiping at him, but it's like you're not focused on whatever's going on in front of you, and you just keep missing. And the cultists are able to keep avoiding your attacks.
I'm more worried about what the heck's going on at the party than I just watched Slyler get carted off.
Yep. 22 is going to hit.
Ouch, yeah.
Yeah. So the one here on the left, as he comes in, watching you swipe at his buddy, he's going to come in with the dagger. Same thing again. Swipes towards you and is able to actually make good contact, dealing 5 piercing damage as well. But it is back to your turn.
I'm gonna take a swing at the guy who's now hit me twice.
All right. Hey, that's gonna hit.
I'm gonna use Divine Freaking Smite, because fuck this guy.
Oh, you don't even need it. The slashing damage was enough to drop him as soon as you landed.
Good.
And he falls to the ground. You come in with the longsword, frustrated that you're not hitting anything. You land this shot, and it literally cleaves his head off, like chops right in. Kind of watches his head falls back. Still a little connected by the skin, but then his body just crumples to the ground.
I'm gonna give a really angry look at the other guy and snarl.
All right. With that, he is a little intimidated. Actually, give me an intimidation check. I want to see if you can pull that off, because I will make him roll at disadvantage. No. Yeah, no. So you try to intimidate him and snarl, but you know he's not really flinching to you kind of snarling at him, and it quickly jabs back at you with the dagger again. Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
All right, so as he dives in, you're able to take your long sword and kind of knock it away and prepare for your next attack.
Ah. Fuck's sake.
Oh, man.
Boo this.
Wow.
Boo this.
Go ahead and give me that D100. Man, this is rough.
Alright, now I feel bad if I left you.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution?
Constitution saving throw. Okay. That is good, because bad things were about to happen. As you were swiping towards him to attack, you swipe and you lose your footing, still frustrated that you're not able to hit this guy. And as you lose your footing, you fall prone. Had you failed your Constitution saving throw, you would have taken damage and then been knocked unconscious for a minute.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been so bad.
Some shenanigans right there.
So you are now prone. You can use your movement to stand up on your next turn if you choose to do so. This cultist, on the other hand, is going to go ahead and attack. And with advantage, does a 21 hit.
Yep.
Alright, he's going to hit you, and as he does, watching you fall to the ground, he jabs the dagger right into your side, doing 3 piercing damage. Gonna let this lowly cultist kill you? Don't let him kill you, please.
I might not have a choice in it at this rate. Considering he's attacking with the dagger, I'm assuming that he can't kill me even with 9 HP left in one shot.
No, but you are still prone, so you
Obviously I'm standing back up with my movement. I think that's kind of a given.
Alright, so you're back up. Take a shot at him. Drop him. Kill him, please. Kill him.
Come on.
Kill him. What the
Ball sacks.
frick?
No.
Alright.
I call it collusion.
Go ahead and give me another attack roll, because he missed his as well. You guys are just trading swipes. Neither one of you are able to land. There we go. There's a good one. Give me some damage. After all of this has taken place, how did you kill this fucking cultist that wouldn't leave you alone?
After I would say I deflected, as I deflect his last shot with my shield, getting back up on my feet. I'm just so incensed that I just charge forward and run him straight through the chest with my sword and literally pin him into the door.
Nice. All right. Thank God. All right. I was a little worried because nobody was landing anything. And I was literally not holding anything back on those. Those were legit rolls. Every single one of them, 7s and 9s and 11s, and just bad.
Yeah, I'd like to use a potion of healing if I can.
Okay.
Yep. I've killed them.
So you can go ahead and use your potion of healing. What is the group downstairs doing?
I was hoping to take the keys off of whatever cultist had them.
Okay, yeah, so everybody are the cultists as you're kind of gathering here. All of them have keys to be able to access the doors within the building. So you reach down and kind of check the pockets of the one directly in front of you. And as you pick up the key, you notice it's a pretty basic just key. It looks like it fits in most of the doors here.
Well, I take it so we can get anywhere.
Okay. Slavomir, what are you doing?
Well, do we even know that Formage is here?
Nope.
I have not made my presence known yet.
He has not revealed himself yet.
That's weird. All right,
That is weird.
So those are 2 doors. We haven't gone to either one of them?
Yes. As well, you came in through the door to the right.
All right. Let me walk over these guys and see what's going on with that door.
Okay. The door does appear to be locked. Doesn't appear to be trapped. Although on the other end, you hear it very, very faint sounds of talking from the other side of the door, though.
Can I pull the bodies away from the doorway?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll give her a helping hand with that one.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm preparing for what I assume will be Belvedere joining you guys.
I won't help them move the bodies because performing an action.
So you move them. You gonna move them to like the back of the room, or where do you want them?
How about
Over by the door.
Sure.
All right. So you pile up the bodies over here by the door, and what would you like to do next? Actually, Belvedere, what would you like to do next?
After I examine, as I said, I want to check the cultists for what they have on them and just take their daggers anyway.
Okay. Similar to what Avalana experienced, all of them have a key to be able to get in and out of the doors here, but other than that, they really don't have anything on them.
Alright, so I'm going to take both their keys, because why not? In case. And their daggers, and then I'm going to want to peek around the corner that's at the other end of this hall real quick to see what's going on down there.
course you do. 1 second. Let me pull that up. So, let me see where you're at, because I'm on the opposite page here. So you peek around the corner, and on the left side of this main hall is what appears to be just the hallway leading back to the door, but there's also a stairwell that goes up, and you see that it has like a walkway that crosses, looks like it leads back over into the main room, and at the end of the hall itself is a doorway that leads outside, which you would presume to be the balcony or the top floor of the outer walls of the building here.
I make a mental note of that, and
Okay.
I'll go join the rest of the party downstairs. I'm gonna drag those 2 bodies with me. Just take them downstairs.
All right. So you bring the bodies downstairs, you go to the door, which leads you downstairs with the rest of the party. You are now in the bottom right corner. Give me a second. I'll reveal your character now that you're here. Bottom right corner of the map.
As I see him dragging those bodies, I go. I say out loud, "Nice work, team."
I just look at you guys and say thanks a lot.
You don't look so good.
Yeah,
What
it
happened to you? Did you fall down the stairs?
I
I
have
really
some-
sternly, and I'm silent for a moment. Take a deep breath, and I'm like, when we get back to the city, we're going to have a nice long talk about running ahead into unknown territory.
I agree. We are too slow.
Save it for the talk. We got business to do now.
So you've revealed yourself. Are you remaining invisible?
Yeah, I'm still invisible.
Okay.
The talking doesn't stop it.
Right. Okay, so you guys, Slavomir heard voices on the other end of the door. With the door closed, you're going to go down what you presume to be a small hallway going into the next room.
What part of the map are we on? I don't see anything.
Bottom right corner.
Before anyone enters, I go, maybe I should go in first, and then
Do you see it now?
and see what's up ahead.
Before anything, can I just unlock
Nope.
the door with my key?
You don't see anything when I ping the map for you?
Oh, now I found it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Jesus,
So, yeah.
this is a large map, isn't it?
It's a very large map.
Yeah, I've just been zooming out and zooming back in.
Avalana, you're wanting to unlock the door with the key? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Not
Yep.
open the door yet, but at least unlock it.
Yeah, so yeah, you stick the key in and you notice that you hear the audible click of the door unlocking. You can now open the door and proceed if you would like to.
Before she does that, I tell Avalana, if you don't mind, perhaps I should go in first and just get it, and then scout ahead. since
Just
I am
unlocking the
invisible.
door. I wasn't opening it. I was just unlocking it.
Or maybe I should go in first.
Go on ahead.
Thank you.
I'm very confused.
It's a long story.
Okay, this actually
I enter the room.
this actually works perfectly for me. All right, everybody, stop what you're doing. It is story time. Vormash, as you enter the chamber below, you hear a voice that echoes through the halls. The foul smell of rotting corpses and death fill your nose as you enter the room. In the corner of the room, directly in front of you, rests a single torch, which appears to be illuminating this half of the dungeon itself. Directly in front of you, a woman. short length black hair, wearing a long black cloak and black leathers. The woman, her left hand pressed against the wall, or pressed against the left side of her head, kind of cupping her ear so she can hear better, sits quietly. Vormash, you recognize this woman as the woman from your vision the night of the Heroes Feast in Toledo.
Yeah, I do. Alright. Well,
Around the corner from where you entered, you listen to the voices that she is hearing. What appears to be a couple of people having a conversation. One gentleman in the back corner says, "It doesn't matter how long you stay down here, Eleonora. You will tell us everything we want to know about the shrines here on the Living Isles, and you will tell us the powers of which they wield. We know that you know where the Shrine of Natar is, just like you know where to find the Temple of the Weave. Now tell us." With that, the woman kind of perks up a little bit, the woman here at the corner. Just waits, not really acting on anything yet. What would you guys like to do?
Alright.
I'd like to enter the room.
Oh, wait. I want to just go back in the way I came. And I'm going to just tell, because no one knows this yet, I'm going to tell everyone, okay. I'm going to look at Alviana and go, okay, Eleonora is definitely in there, and she's currently being interrogated by some cultists about a shrine. But there is also, across the hall, the woman I saw in my vision. Now, I don't know whether she's friend or hostile, so just give me about maybe 5 or 2 minutes, see what she's all about, and then I'll signal, and then you guys just come in.
All right, I guess.
Count to 2 minutes, and then I walk back out the door again.
Okay, so the plan currently is Vormash is going back into the dungeon chamber, and the party is going to wait the 2-minute duration, and then they're going to come in. When you get in here, Vormash, what are your intentions?
Okay. What is the woman look? Does she look like she's sneaking herself?
She does.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say anything out loud. Since I'm invisible, I'm gonna sneak up right behind her. And then I'm gonna just whisper, "Hey, what you doing?"
Okay. So you go back into the chamber, and you sneak up behind her. And as you say this, she's kind of startled and looks around, and she's like, she stops and whispers very, very softly, and she says, "I don't know if you know who I am or not, but there is no time. If you want to live, you're going to work with me. Otherwise, I will leave you here to fend for yourself."
Noted. So what is it exactly you're doing here?
Quizzically, she stops and a little puzzled at the fact that she literally just said, there is no time.
Okay. No, fair enough. I shall follow your lead. And, you should, yeah, okay. I will, follow you.
And, she's like, "Well, the choice is yours. Is that what it's gonna be?"
Yes, absolutely.
She's like, "Okay, then we're gonna go on the count of 3, okay?"
Got it.
3, 2, 1, go. And she quickly bursts around the corner here.
I go this way
And
knock
he
on the
quickly rushes away.
I go this way and knock on the door, letting them know it's on.
Okay, so the party is coming down. This woman has now engaged whatever is around the corner. Vormash,
She doesn't know. I'm still invisible.
but you've banged on the door, and as you're banging on the door, it is now getting the attention of the guys at the end of the hallway.
I lightly knock on it.
You can't lightly knock on it. There's a hallway that you have to go through to get back upstairs. You'd have to be pretty
Okay.
loud.
Alright. So I'll knock on it, let them know, and then I'm gonna just go back down, still invisible.
Okay.
Alright. Try and catch up to her.
Okay.
Alright, right here.
Okay. The rest of the party, what are you doing?
I was gonna totally ignore everything Vormash said and wait until a little bit after he left and then just leave anyways.
Okay. So yeah, as this was going on, and this was a matter of seconds because she was itching to get around here. As she comes around the corner, that's about the time that you kind of burst in back behind them, and you watch as they flee around the corner here. Belvedere and Slavomir, are you guys going as well?
No, I'm not gonna let her run ahead of me.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
as soon as I see him go. But I was just saying, I was typing in chat, like, while where Mash was doing that stuff, I was giving Helan hands to Avalana and Slavomir, and then taking my second healing potion myself.
All right, so you guys quickly dash in here, and as you do, you see directly up ahead what appears to be a very powerful magic user that you've already experienced once here, and a knight at the end of the hall. I'm going to need everybody to give me your roll for initiative, please.
With my arcane tradition, I get a tactical wit, which adds my intelligence modifier to my initiative.
Okay.
Belvedere, today is not your day for rolling, man.
It is not.
Oh, doesn't matter. That's
Figure it
my
out.
And I'm the one who's invisible.
Well, I'm the guy running around in frickin' chainmail, so...
Okay, and with that, it is this woman's turn here at the corner, and you watch as she comes around the corner and she takes her left hand and she raises it up in the air, and underneath of these two individuals directly in front, you watch as these arms kind of grab from underneath and start grabbing on to the people directly in front of you. And both of them are now locked into place and cannot move. These arms, these skeletal arms, have now locked her and are keeping them into place, not her. And they are frozen. Oh, my map just reset. Sorry. And yeah, so they are unable to move and are currently restrained. And I will put. Let me put. What marker do I want? Yeah, I'll just use this now. Both of which are unable to move, and she is also. Let me check and see what else she wants to do. Yeah, and she is going to take 2 crossbow shots at the guys up ahead. Both of which are going to go wide, though. So as she shoots the crossbow quickly, they both kind of fly right beside these 2 targets at the end of the hall, doing absolutely nothing to them. Vormash, seeing all of this and being right there with her, you are the first to be able to do anything.
All right, here I go. Now, when I attack, does my invisibility give me anything?
I mean, I'll say you can have advantage on an attack because they don't see you.
The advantage will work. I'll
Yeah,
cast
with your first one, yes.
Yeah, I'll cast a fireball.
Okay. Who are you casting it at? Oh, wow, look at that.
I'm casting it at that spellcaster.
All right.
Nat 20 fireball. Finally.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh,
All right,
yeah.
so plus 1 more to that. So you are going to do 18 damage to that spellcaster. Anything else?
Fireball right in the eye.
Right in the face, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna smile at myself finally, and then yeah, my invisibility wears off. And that's my turn.
All right. Avalana, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to move forward, so... And I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Ooh,
And I'll do it at that knight-looking dude.
At the knight dude? Wisdom save.
Yeah.
And he fails, so he's going to take 10 psychic damage from this. So as you're saying these words and sending the spell towards him, he takes a nice chunk of damage and starts to make his head hurt a little bit from whatever it is you're saying to him, and kind of makes him recoil a bit. But other than that, he's still standing, still looking pretty healthy. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. Slavomir, you're up.
So if I was like tactically minded, I'd hold my action and I'd wait for them to move closer so I could strike at them with my greatsword. But I'm not.
Okay.
I think that's as far as I can go.
Yeah, that'd be about 30 feet.
And then I take my, what is it? Ikawa, and I throw it.
You'll only have like 5 feet reach, I think.
I can use it as a,
As a throwing weapon?
Yeah.
Up to 20 feet. It's like a dagger or a spear. Anything above 20 feet, I think, is a disadvantage.
Is a javelin 30?
Maybe? I can't remember.
And you know what? I'm not that worried about it. I'm a barbarian, so I'm just going to use my entire action as a dash, and I'm just going to get close to.
Okay.
Because that's what we do here.
Yeah, it is. All right. Let me see what this guy's got to do to get out of here. He is going to need... Okay. He needs another strength saving throw. Oh, he broke out. Okay. So, what is the stopwatch on this guy? On the knight? Did somebody mark him? No?
No impact, no idea.
Okay. Alright, so he's able to break out, reaching down and kind of pulling skeletons from his legs to keep him from getting locked into position. And in doing so, he's able to move forward because he had to use his action. He can't really do anything else. So he's going to have to end his turn once he gets within range of Slavomir here. Mage, on the other hand, yeah, he's going to have to make a save as well, or else bad things are going to happen to him. So give me a second. Strength save. Okay, so he has failed his strength save, and in doing so, the skeletons are now clawing up his body and start pulling him to the ground, dragging him to the pavement itself. Not only can he not move, but he is now knocked prone. and he remains on the ground until he is either freed or is dead. Belvedere, you are up.
Wait, which guy is it that's got pulled to the ground? Sorry.
The mage.
Ooh, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Alright, I'm gonna move up my 30 feet.
Okay.
And then pull out a javelin and take aim at the knight.
Okay. We'll see what the range is. Yeah, it is 30. You're right, Slavomir. I'm sorry.
No worries.
So yeah, that hits. Right at 30. 6 piercing damage. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it for my turn.
Alright, so yeah, you take this javelin, and as you launch it towards him, catches him right in the shoulder and kind of knocks him back a little bit, and he kind of grabs on it and yanks it and pulls it out of his shoulder. But he is still standing. With that, this individual in the back, let's see, what do I want to do? This character is so much fun. She is going to attack twice with her crossbow. First one misses, but the second one hits, landing and hitting this knight in the chest. Almost knocks him backwards. It hits so hard, doing a nice chunk of damage. This knight is now not looking very good, and as such, this woman kind of steps forward a little bit, not wanting you guys to have all the fun, and looks at this guy and says, "Kneel, peasant." He now needs to make a wisdom save. He does succeed, though, thank God. Because that would have been bad. Yeah, so he saves, and he kind of laughs and mocks her. He's like, "I'm not fucking kneeling to you." Vormash, you're up.
Real quick, when I threw that 20 fireball, what was the mysterious woman's reaction to that?
She has no reaction to anything you're doing.
Fair enough. Alright, so I'm gonna get up to here. I'm gonna throw another fireball at the knight.
Okay. Unfortunately, an 11 is not going to hit.
Alright, then I end my turn.
Alright, so you cast this firebolt. Maybe a little cocky from your first one landing so successfully, and as you cast this one, it goes forward and kind of just goes right off to the side and completely misses the knight, not doing anything to him other than like surprising him that it went by. Evelana, you're up.
I'm going to go to the knight, and I'm going to stab him with my dagger.
Stabby, stabby. 12 is not going to hit.
I will then end my turn.
Okay. Slavomir, you're up.
Between the two of them, who looks more pathetic?
The mage is currently unable to move at all. And the knight is pretty beat up.
Yeah, I guess I'll go after the mage.
Okay.
Actually, do I get advantage if I go after the mage?
You do. Yeah. Give me some damage. Alright. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, so, and as you come down, so you bring this greatsword down, and as you come down, you hit this guy with such force, you actually have to hit through the skeletons that are, the skeletal arms that are dragging him down, and as you're doing so, it frees him from being locked down. He's now actually able to stand up and get free of the skeletons, but he is still locked into position because they're still holding onto his legs as well. The knight, on the other hand, not amused at Avalana attacking him, is going to take 2 greatsword swings at her. Holy shit. Does a 23 and a 13 hit?
My AC is 13.
Both hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Alright. Okay, this is alright. The first hit, as it comes around, it connects solidly. Drops you to your knees, takes you to 0 hit points. His second hit will come around, and as it hits you, will take 1 of your death saving throws from you. So you will have 1 failure on your death save from the knight. The mage, now able to stand up, though still stopped from moving.
If he stands up, don't I get an attack of opportunity?
He... can't remember. I don't think that's how it works in 5e.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Let's check. Yeah, it's only when they try to move out of your reach. Because he's still in front of you. An opportunity attack in a fight. Everyone is constantly watching the fight. An opportunity attack is a hostile creature moves out of your range. To avoid, you can obviously disengage.
Easy.
Yep. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to make sure on that. So yeah, he comes to his feet, still locked in place though, so I'm going to go ahead and mark him as the snail again. But because he's standing, he's going to make one last big attack here. And he's going to look at the back of the room and is going to cast Ice Storm. 1 second. I need a dexterity save from Vormash and Belvedere and my person here.
Okay.
So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Right. Real quick, my arcane. I'm gonna use arcane deflection to add 4 points to my saving throw.
Can you use that on saving throws?
Yeah, I can use it on saving.
Oh, nice.
It's 2 points. Yeah, it's 2 points for AC and 4 points on saving throws.
Okay. Alrighty. Hey, Spinach, how's it going, man?
What was the saving throw?
Wisdom save, please. Or no, Dex
Ooh.
save. I'm sorry.
Damn
Dex
it.
save.
So plus 4, that's a 14.
All right.
Well, I wouldn't give them my Aura of Protection right now.
All right. So both of you roll a 14. The Dex save DC is a 14. You will now take half damage, which will deal 8 total damage, 4 from bludgeoning, and 5 from cold damage.
How much is that in total?
8. I'm sorry, 4 and 4, because I'm gonna round down. So 4 and 4. Right? No, 4 and 5.
So 9 total.
So 9 total. Yes.
Alright, 9.
Yep.
Alright.
Ouch.
Not looking good.
Belvedere, you're up.
Seeing Avalana go down, I'm going to step up to the knight.
Okay.
And take a swing and be like, you son of a bitch.
Hit him. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. All right, anything else?
Oh, Divine Smite this guy. Take him
All right.
out.
Do it.
That was a terrible roll.
That was a terrible roll.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
All right. With that, once again, this individual is going to look at the knight and say, I said fucking kneel. And he's got to, once again, make a save. See if he does it this time. He does not. All right. So he immediately drops to his knee and is now prone. And as such, she is now going to shoot twice in his direction with the crossbow. Both of which are going to hit. And as they hit, she also gets an additional 4 damage on top of that. So as she hits him, you watch as both of these bolts come in and just immediately jab right through his throat, one on each side, and he quickly grabs his throat and falls forward and is now dead in front of you. Ormash, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna just carefully move up. That's far enough. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at the sage again.
All right. That's gonna
15.
hit. That
Alright.
is gonna hit.
Hiya!
Hey,
Hey,
tell me how you just
max
killed
damage.
this mage here.
Well
Well,
done.
oh, what?
He
Well
said, well
done.
done.
Oh, okay. So, you see just a wave of fire come out of my arm and just shoot throughout the palm of my hand, and it goes right into the sage's mouth, and fire bursts out of his eyes like a steam whistle.
Nice. All right, so as he kind of bursts into flames a little bit here and just falls to the ground unmoving, you watch as the lady here quickly runs over to the cell here and opens it and rushes inside and starts looking around, trying to see what she can find. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna join her because she's part of my vision, and I want to figure things out.
If I do a medicine throw, can I help her with can I give her advantage on her saving throw?
You can give me a medicine check to see if you can revive her or bring her to
Yeah, that's the one.
stabilize.
I'm going to assist him with that because I was going to try and do it.
Okay. Give me with advantage on that. So give me a second one.
Yeah, I'm not that great at this.
Not that great.
I want to try to search her if she has any potions on herself.
Okay. Avalana, do you have any potions?
No, but I have a healer's kit.
Perhaps you should try with her kit.
I'll try using the kit myself
Okay.
to see if I can pull it off.
Okay. I will... Are you proficient with it? I'm guessing not.
No.
Okay, if
Only proficient with herbalism.
Yep, and that's fine. Even if you're not, I'll go ahead, for the sake of this, I will go ahead and let you roll with advantage on this.
Jesus.
Not good at this at all.
Hearing that they're trying to help her, I walk back out the room, and I think
Someone have a potion.
I might not have a potion, but I have this, and I pull out that strong alcohol that I got from that tavern, and I drink it, and I want to see if I can try and like wake her up with it, put it up to her nose.
That makes people nauseated.
I don't know if this is a good idea. Perhaps we need a grown-up.
Avalana, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
All right. What do I have to roll for that?
Avalana is doing this. So you bring her to, but as soon as she comes to, she immediately starts vomiting because that is the same exact thing that she was already sick from.
Yes, I did it. I brought her back.
But she still lies motionless on the ground. She is stable because she is awake, but she has no health.
Okay, I've stabilized her. You guys need to fix her up. I can't let her escape or leave. I need to find answers.
Avalana,
So,
I will carry you.
All
And
right.
as you start walking up towards her, this woman quickly turns around, pointing her crossbow directly at you, and waits.
whoa, hey! You know, we helped you out here. I just wanted to ask why were you down here and what were you looking for?
She stops for a second. She's like, I didn't come here for you. Nor did I come here for her. I knew you were coming. I could sense it. And yet I just saved your life. You will let me be. You haven't explored everything yet in this area. So you haven't seen her.
Well, we know they were talking to her, so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find Eleonora. I say weakly.
All right.
Okay.
Sit tight, and
All right. Well,
while Vormash is dealing with her.
knowing that there is a life in danger, I tell her this isn't over, and I walk back to my companions, try to explore the rest of the rooms.
I guess I'm just carrying her on my shoulder? Sure.
If anybody has a potion of healing, you can feed her a potion of healing.
I used up both my potions of healing.
I yell
Goddamn skirmish.
I yell from across the room to her, do you have a potion of healing?
She looks back and kind of shakes her head. Doesn't say
Okay.
anything.
Well, it's worth a try, thank you. And I go back to...
This is very awkward.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta kill the Eleanor's
Can I
cleric.
cast a spell in this state?
No, you cannot. You cannot do anything in this state. You are unconscious. Well, you're conscious, but you
Well, stabilized.
are
but
you're stabilized,
unconscious.
but you're unconscious still because you haven't gotten any help.
I'm gonna find this Eleanor, because remember she's a cleric. If I remember that correctly.
Alright, one of you two should probably carry her. And then I pat Alviana on the shoulder and I go, we're gonna go look for Eleonora now.
Did anybody check the dead bodies?
Oh.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I did not, obviously.
I'll check the sage's body.
Okay. On the sage's body, you find 140 gold pieces, a key to the throne room, and the cultist amulet.
Is it the same one that I collected earlier?
Yes.
Alright, put that in my scholar's bag.
I'll add the gold to the party loot.
Hold on, before I do that, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna pull out the amulet. It's like, do you know what this is?
I have as little question, or I have as many questions about these guys as you do. Why do you think I was here?
I mean, I asked you that 5 minutes ago. You refused to answer. Now that's on you.
Are you mocking me, boy?
No.
She starts walking in your direction.
Hey, we got a dying woman here. You know, the times is tough. And I'm gonna just go back up and search through the knight's body.
Okay, you search the knight's body, and he has 20 gold pieces, a prison cell key, and a potion of healing.
Oh, what a stroke of luck. Alright. We go over here, uncork it, and just give Avalana the potion of healing.
Okay, Avalana, give me the 2d20, or what is it, 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2 roll, please. Slavomir, as you start walking towards her, she does the same thing that she did with Formosh, and she quickly points her crossbow in your direction.
This is not the first time that somebody has threatened me.
He's
But
not
I'm
wrong.
still here.
And she looks at you and says, "Believe me, if I want you dead, I will do so. Did you not see what I just did to these men for you?"
And we greatly appreciate the help. Now we're trying to attend to this dying woman here, you know?
Yeah, this is a bit awkward.
Oh my
alive.
gosh, she's alive!
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Aviana, are you okay? How are you feeling?
Like I just died.
Oh, pretty darn close. Perhaps you should leave the front line fighting to those of us literally better equipped for such things.
Perhaps that is not the worst idea.
It is. I'm searching the cell, like, we're trying to get into the cell.
Okay, so you're checking the cell, and the cell is currently locked.
Well, I have a key. I have both keys for that. Alright, so, excuse me. Coming through. I'm gonna take out both keys and try each one on the door.
So you try to use the one for the throne room, and that does absolutely nothing, but you grab the one that you picked up off the knight, and you put it in the slot, and you hear a click, and the door unlocks, allowing you access into the chamber.
And before I enter, I go, is what you're searching for through this door?
And she looks at you and says, "No, what I'm searching for isn't here."
Well then, this is where we part ways. Thank you for your help. Till we meet again. And I just kind of shimmy away.
And Slavomir, watching this woman, she just kind of shakes her head a little bit and kind of raises her left hand, and as she closes it, he watches as her body turns to mist and she just disappears in front of him.
I like that he's the only one that saw that.
The party has now entered into the prison cell, where a very frightened Eleonora sits. You look, her crying, which would have been heard if it wasn't for all of the fighting, has been pretty much nonstop. You could tell by the swelling in her eyes and the kind of scratchiness in her throat whenever she does decide to speak. She's not... she doesn't appear to be very... what's the right word here? She doesn't appear to actually have her wits about her right now. She's been locked in this cell for a duration of probably a couple of days now.
I'll try to talk to her and tell her, like, it's alright, you're safe now.
She sits there and she clutches onto her book and is kind of rocking back and forth. And all you hear is, please no. Please no. That's all she says.
Can I go and explain to her, like, who that the king sent us and all that kind of stuff?
She continues, just rocking back and forth. She is in complete shock.
Oh, I know what'll snap her out of it. I walk up to her. I pull out the strong alcohol again, and
I'd stop him before he does this. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
She's in shock. We need, we need answers from her.
Last thing we need to do is make people sick with this shit. Take it away.
It brought our friend back from the dead.
Thankfully, that's all it did, on top of it besides the vomiting.
All right, you know what? I'll let you talk to her. If she can't snap out of it, I'm going in with the alcohol. And I step back.
You make a very good point. And then I take out a jug of ale and I start drinking that.
Yeah, see, he's on my side.
I just sighed very loudly and turned to Avalon. I was like, "You have any magic stuff that you can use, perhaps a healing spell or something that we can bring her to her senses?"
I believe that I have something. And I take out the pole and I extend it so that it hits both sides of the cell. Look, I'm magic too.
That doesn't make you magic. You're just holding a magic item.
Avalana, what were you gonna say?
Does she look hurt?
There's some minor scrapes and bruises and stuff like that. You can tell they've been kind of torturing her and keeping her locked away in this very dank and disgusting prison cell. The body to the far right of where you guys are, it looks recent, almost as if she's had to watch whatever that was be destroyed and killed in front of her.
I'll reach out to her and offer my water skin.
And she continues rocking back and forth, and then looks up and stops talking for a moment and grabs the water skin and kind of watches everybody and takes a short drink of it and then quickly throws it to the ground in front of you.
Vormash, perhaps we should check the other cells. We may have companions yet.
It's actually a really good point. All right, lead the way.
I'm going to...
Do you want me to leave the bottle?
Just no.
All right, fine.
I am going to use my last spell slot, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
So I'm gonna save you from doing that, only because she's exhausted and she's in shock. She's bruised, but she's not really hurt. So using the spell slot wouldn't really yield any good results.
I was thinking more along the lines of like a lesser restoration or something. If it had that.
Yeah, so you use the key and you move inside. There's really nothing inside of here, to be honest. It's more dead bodies. In the corner, what looks to be just a little lamp that was in there at one point, but other than that, that's it.
I wasn't able to see what she was doing in here. So. On to the next one.
I'll talk to her some more and I'll offer my rations.
Yeah, let's open that hatch.
Can I splash some of my water in her face?
To try to bring her out of the shock?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can. And as you do so, she kind of recoils back. She's, because of the torture and everything that she has been through, she is now kind of a little terrified of you. She's afraid you're going to actually hurt her.
That's a terrible idea. The tortured person by throwing water out.
Water on a tortured.
Look at him, be like, oh man.
I was like dabbing it on her. You know?
Okay, so like dab, like put on like a cloth and like trying to dab her forehead with it.
But yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay. That's a little different than trying to splash her face with it. So yeah, if you're trying to, like, you know, pour just a little bit of water on her and kind of bring her to. I mean, she's stopped mumbling. She's still sort of rocking back and forth. She's aware of where she is. She doesn't feel that she's immediately threatened, but she's not talking right now.
I'm gonna ask her if she knows why she's here.
And she nods, and she kind of clutches the book in her hands a little tighter.
I asked if I can ask her if I can look at the book.
She violently shakes her head no. She is not giving you the book.
Okay, I say, okay, that's fine. Can you tell us how long you've been here?
She thinks, then shakes her head no. Slavomir, you open the hatch and you look down inside and you find another dead body. It appears that the dead bodies that are here, they were here to be tortured and eventually killed. Every single person that was brought here was treated in the same fashion. And as you look around down in this cell, there's still skin and muscle and stuff attached to the skeleton down below. But other than that, there's really not much else in that cell.
Okay.
Yes. It appears the people that were here, judging by the skeletons, they died long ago.
I'm gonna ask Eleonora if she knows where her family is.
And as soon as you say that, she immediately bursts into tears.
Ooh.
She knows exactly what's happened to her family.
So she'd look over at the body, like the body that's in the cell with her.
No, it's not the body in the cell.
I walk into the cell going, yeah, we checked her there. Everyone else is dead.
It looks like they were tortured very terribly. Lots of skin and dead body parts everywhere.
A lot of blood though too for skeletons. Anyway, how's progress here?
I'm gonna ask Nora if she wants to come with us.
And she looks up at you and kind of nods. She's ready to get out of this hell that she has been living in.
I'll stand up and offer my hand.
And she comes to her feet and kind of bows her head a little bit and in a, you know, thank you kind of motion, and then starts stepping forward. Feels a little more comfortable having people around her.
Now the question is, how are we going to sneak her out of here? Past all the other guards.
Well,
I believe... Go ahead.
Well, at the very least, the doorway back upstairs is clear and unguarded.
Yes, and don't take this the wrong way, man, but your attire is a little conspicuous. Do we have any... We could go back, uncloak one of those cultists and dress her up in their clothes. That'll at least give us a chance.
She shakes her head no, and she just wants to get out.
All right. Well, Godspeed. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to be at Eleonora's side at all times.
Okay. And
should we consider taking? I think we should try and consider taking a short rest because we've all taken considerable damage at this point.
I don't want to rest. I don't want to be here any longer than we have to. There could be guards coming right now.
I completely agree.
and Eleonora kind of following the rest of the party. And as she does, Avalana, give me a perception check. Okay. That is good news. So, as you watch and she starts following the rest of the party, you see what looks like a piece of paper remained on the ground behind where she was sitting down, back over in this area. It's like a piece of parchment, small piece of parchment.
I'm gonna grab it and read it.
And this is what you see. And with that, we're actually going to end the session here. This is a good stopping point, I think.
Bum bum bum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll stop here. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to end stream, and then I will be back with you guys.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. So, didn't get as far as I thought we were going to, which is perfectly okay, because that means we have next session where they will finish up this. We will go into the end of this dungeon, which is going to be pretty exciting, and kind of see where everything goes from here. It's going to be fun. They're inching closer to the end of the first act, which is going to be a lot of fun for everybody. Thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate having all of you here. Don't forget, Saturday we're doing the Civil War Alliance makeup game, and then again next Saturday we're also doing another Alliance game, so we'll have back-to-back games for that. Other than that, thank you guys again for being here. I'll see you on Saturday. I look forward to it, and I hope everybody here has a good night. We'll see you soon.